Welcome back to Conspiracy Meta with Disillusion Druid. The Iran-Israel war may be ramping down, emphasis on maybe, but the cyberwar and big tech's AI war on humanity is only ramping up. DDoS attacks on Cloudflare last week broke records exponentially, with AI bots generating 37 terabytes of junk traffic. That's 9,000 Netflix movies streaming at once, all within 45 seconds. Columbia University and American Airlines were also both hit with vulnerabilities in their tech system, shutting down student services and grounding flights Friday, respectively. SoftBank, the Japanese tech investment company that Trump awarded billions earlier this year to develop AI, has pitched a $1 trillion AI and robotics hub in Arizona, the desert state. And if I had to guess, it probably involves some of that public land up for sale that everyone above the age of 40 is up in arms about last week. That's okay, because mad scientists at Algernon Neuroscience, a Vancouver company, intends to inject DMT into stroke patients to see if it will regenerate their nerves, since over half the population in Canada is brain dead anyways. Sounds like MKUltra 3.0 is back, this time with a vengeance. And if you don't get on board, Peter Thiel, Sam Altman, and Elon are all programming their AI software to commit blackmail and corporate espionage to make sure you sign up for the digital mark of the beast. Speaking of our unelected reptilian tech overlords, Peter Thiel had an interview where he hesitated to say that humanity should survive and gets called out for building the Antichrist's millennial kingdom. It won't really matter, though, since apparently you can speak truth right to these fuckers' faces and still no consequences, just like a litany of Diddy's charges being dropped right before his closing arguments. Couple all that with nihilist Elon postulating that if a computer can do everything better than you, does your life really have meaning? And I think we're going to start seeing some depressing days ahead if these folks are allowed to continue their work unimpeded. It's not just American and Canadian tech, though, as Russia has now claimed the second of Ukraine's 4 critical lithium deposits, lithium being the mineral in batteries to power the Matrix, but also the drug to keep the masses from revolting. But at least RFK Jr. got some folks to allegedly remove mercury from vaccines, leaving in the other 80 or so neurotoxins and adjuvants. Little victories to keep the bread and circuses going, I guess. There's a bunch of worry and concern over Zohran Mamdania, aka the Muslim, running for mayor in New York, who the mainstream media really wants to hit you over the head with the fact that he's a Muslim and a socialist. But remember how Kamala dove on the grenade for Trump? Don't get swept up by psyops, people. Your emotions are your worst enemy. I'm sure the 33-year-old brown guy with Obama birth certificate parallels is just there to make a scene and then get forgotten, but time will tell. Wrapping up with Austin, with security bots going live the same week as Elon's Tesla Cybertaxi service, seems to me that the Texas governor doesn't give a shit if the state that killed JFK is right or not. I'll keep saying it. Looks like Texas, as a conservative last bastion, is on the chopping block here in the near future. Naturally, though, if I were a globalist, I would specifically target the places in America known for independence and resistance against federal and national oversight. Where do you think all the Californians and the wealthy liberals who pretended they were red for 2 years were moving to? Remember that Muslim supercenter that was allegedly being built there? Sure hope the national blueprint for biodefense that fake Alex Jones revealed last week, that's a tabletop exercise of Russia and China releasing bioweapons in America on July 4th, 2025, doesn't take place in the state that ran 4 or 5 separate MKUltra facilities, including bioweapons research. That's it for this weekend. In case you were wondering if my last video on the Great Uranium Heist had any veracity to it, Iran claimed this week that Israel is planning to carry out a false flag on U.S. soil using fabricated evidence of Iranian sleeper cells to drag America into a full-scale war with Iran. So, there's that anyways. Remember to like, follow, and share my content if you're interested in hearing something different from the same old conspiracy pages that get all hyped up on eclipses in September 23 and then just change the subject when nothing ever happens. Until next time, keep seeking truthers, because truth is in short supply these days.